Hello everyone, I'm Lucian, and in this session we will be covering the necessary steps to upgrade Oracle Openstack 2.1 version to the latest 3.0. All the steps are very good documented on the Oracle website, installation and deployment guide for release 3.0, and it's basically a two-phase upgrade. First, upgrade the packages necessary from the 2.1 version to the latest 3.0. And secondly, update the Oracle Linux containers. For this, I will copy the zip file with the Docker images of 3.0 version, import into my Docker registry, and update it from there. If you have older versions of Oracle OpenStack, you will have to upgrade first to 2.1, and from 2.1 you will go to the version 3.0. I'll show you a bit. So my environment is it's a VBox environment. It's made out of two virtual machines, Con1, which is controlled database storage and networking, and Comp1 will only run the compute services. Con1 is an Oracle Linux 7.3 and Comp1 is an OVM server 342. With this in mind, I'll show you that we're talking here about a version 2.1. It's a running environment. I have an OL65 instance running. We can open a console so you'll see that the environment is fully up and running. And very easily, if we go to Murano applications on 2.1, there is no Oracle database Murano catalog, which is specially for 3.0 version. Also, have an SSH console for the control node, and if I'm running Docker PS, you will see that every single container it's based on 2.1. Same I have with the compute node. So Docker PS again, you will see everything is based on 2.1 OpenStack. So with this in mind, I will stop the instance first and then I'll continue with the update steps. That being updating first of all the packages necessary. So if you go here, you will see that we will need to update the Cola CLI, Cola utils, Docker engine on on both nodes. So we can start making that. Okay, so we will continue now with the installation of the packages. We will install the pre-install. We will update the pre-install package, which by dependency will also update all other Cola packages, plus all the Docker engine will be updated from a version 1.10 necessary for OpenStack 2.1 to the version 1.12 necessary for OpenStack 3.0. So we are using the OpenStack 3.0 version, OpenStack extras repository, latest. And all the packages will be updated. I'll make a short break now and we'll continue after the update process has finished. So now you can see the update process has finished successfully. We have updated the packages to correct versions for 3.0 version of OpenStack, plus the Docker engine now is at version 1.12. So now I'll just start to copy my zip file containing the OpenStack Docker images 3.0 to the varlib registry. Here, as you can see, I'm doing right now this process. Because in my environment I'm using a Docker registry, a local Docker registry. As you saw, my containers are running, and now I would like to upload my 3.0 Docker images. So I'll make a short break right now, and we'll continue after the zip file has been copied. So now we'll continue with the update of the Docker containers. First of all, I've uploaded the OpenStack images 301. I will unzip them. I'll make a short break now and we'll continue with the importing of these Docker images. After the unzip process, we will be importing the 301 Docker images. As you can see, we only have 2.1 Docker images available, and we will be importing 301. This process will take around 30 to 40 minutes in my environment, so I'll make a short break and we'll continue from there. Okay, so now as you can see, the import has finished. So now we have also the 3.0.1 Docker images imported into our local Docker registry, and we can double check that right now. You can see the old 2.1.1 version, and now the newer version 3.0.1. But we haven't updated yet. So if you run docker ps, we still have the 2.1 Docker containers running for OpenStack. So we still have 2.1 OpenStack version running. Then we will continue now with updating the OpenStack containers. For that, we will set up the release now. We are specifying the new OpenStack release as being 3.0.1. And lastly, we will proceed to update all the containers to our 301 version. This command will take a bit of time, so I'll make a short break and we'll continue after the containers have been upgraded. So now, as you can see, the upgrade has been successfully deployed on both the control and the compute nodes. And we can also double check that running some Docker commands. Now here you can see we have 301 right now. So the update was successful. We only have some remaining OpenStack Docker, OpenStack data containers that don't have an equivalent in 301. Now, according to the documentation, we will also have to reboot the old nodes in order to have a proper network function. In the meanwhile, I have just logged in on the OpenStack environment, and as a proof, beyond the Docker containers running, you can also see that we have a different Murano configuration, and typically with 3.0 version of OpenStack, we have the Oracle Database 12c catalog. And another advantage of this upgrade is the fact that we will not be losing any configuration that we had before. And as a proof, you will be now seeing the instance that we had created before we started the upgrade process. So that's also available. So I will reboot both the compute and the control node, and I'll make a short break and we'll continue from there. Okay, so we just completed the last step. We have rebooted both the control and the compute nodes, and now we can just test that everything is okay after this upgrade. So I will start my instance that was previously created in the OpenStack 2.1 and then was continued to run in the OpenStack 3.0 version. As you can see, the status has changed to running. We could just check the console to see that everything is okay. So yeah, as you can see, it's fully functional. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. This concludes this session.